Hey, what's up guys? Captain Zach here. Well, we've got a bright, sunny, early June morning. So it's first thing in the morning. There's a big low tide. So we've got some really big tides. We've got a -3-4 this morning. And we're doing some king salmon trolling. So I'm just having a solo trip here. It's the second week that the kings have been open, so the second weekend, and the first weekend was pretty slow, to be honest. So as expected, just a really slow bite, a lot of rod hours going in. A couple people were catching them though, so it is possible, but it's definitely not typical. So just trying to get a few more rod hours in here today. There's some chums arriving, so those chum salmon are kind of jumping along the top of the water, so maybe we'll even hook up with a chum or two. But the target species is kings for today. Just going to drag some herring behind a flasher, maybe a hoochie behind a flasher, and see if we can drum up a bite. Yeah, when the bite's really slow like this, it's really important to just continue to be persistent and have some confidence. So I always like to come back to a certain spot. So this is my favorite hatchery or terminal fishery spot, and I have so much confidence, so many memories of catching fish in basically every location within this spot. So, you know, when you're having to put in lots of hours to drag to get a bite, it's good to know that you've sort of done it before right there. So that spot would be different for everyone. I'm sure people have a certain technique or a certain spot that gives them confidence to get out there and just know they're going to get a bite. But I'm running that play today, so hopefully we connect. How's it going? Any luck? Yeah, same here. Those chums seem to be hitting the top. Maybe there's some kings down below. Good luck. There's a fellow angler that's hooked up right now. Hopefully it's a king. Nice. Yeah, it was. Nice king salmon. Well, there you go. It can be done. There's at least one king in this spot. Okay, fish on. Okay, ripping some drag. That's a good sign. I'm gonna blow into some crab pots here. I'm not careful. Okay. I got a stiff wind here and a bunch of crab pots that I have to dodge, so I need to get this thing turned upwind. Okay. Hey, there we go. He's not the biggest king in the sea, but you know what? The first king of the season, awesome fish. Oh, nice. Another boat just netted one as well. So maybe we're getting on a little bit of a bite here. Oh, that's awesome. That is always such a big milestone to get the first king salmon of the season, and especially how slow the bite has been. I mean, there's no telling how many days and days and days it'll take to get that first one in the net. So that's a huge weight off the shoulders. Awesome to get the first king, and can't wait to see if we can get another one here. Yeah, right before I caught that fish, I actually just made an adjustment. I changed the flasher and I actually scaled down to a smaller herring. So next time I pull the flasher up, I'll show you what it was. But that fish was relatively shallow. So that was probably in about 40 feet of water total. And then I had my downrigger at about 25 feet or so. I'm going through a big bait ball right now. I can see it on the sonar. Hopefully we get a strike here. There's clearly only one way to celebrate the first king of the season, and that is to bust out a halibut salad on wheat sandwich, my absolute favorite sandwich while trolling for kings. I actually spiced this up with some habanero pepper cheese, so that has an awesome little kick to it. Nice one! Yeah! You want to hold him up for a video? Oh, great fish! Oh, that's awesome. I watched them land that fish and that was just a total tank. They did a really good job of sort of playing it in and finally got it to the net. Oh, that's awesome. A kayak is landing a king salmon right now. Nice. He just got it in the net. How cool is that? See, you don't need a big boat to catch a king salmon. A little kayak will do. Yeah, here's the flasher I was using on that king. So it's black with gold and chartreuse. So very reflective. And then I was just using a green label herring on a chartreuse herring clip. Okay, the only snack that's better luck than a halibut salad sandwich for king salmon is of course some fresh smoked king salmon. So I just pulled this out of the smoker yesterday. Gonna enjoy some of that and maybe that'll trigger a bite. This happens to be one from last year, but hopefully it'll help us catch one for this year. Check that out. Oh, well, sadly that smoked salmon failed to deliver a second bite. So just the one fish, but you know, all in all, this was just a fantastic outing. We're well past the low tide at this point, and you know, the wind just started to pick up a bit. So I think I'm gonna call it. But that one king was a special king. It's the first one of the year, so that's always a big milestone. Really awesome to catch the first king in a spot that I've got so much confidence in. So that was a really good outcome, and also hopefully a sign of things to come too. So I know kings always take a lot of rod hours, but once you get the first one in, sometimes that builds a little momentum, and you know, you start to pick them up a little more consistently. So all in all, just a total blast trolling here for king salmon near Juneau, Alaska.